I fought her twice, I beat her twice, all the judges were in agreement, so I really couldn't care less what's been said about the fight. I'm standing here again, I'm 2-0 against Serrano, and I'm very, very happy.
Will you do it again?
If she wants, yeah, I have no...
Hey, what's up? This is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Now, who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to do a recap for Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. Really quick, if you like the videos, please take the time right now, subscribe to the channel. Just takes one click, and also, if you could, please hit that thumbs up. It shows love, and it supports this channel. So let's jump into this. What happened? The same thing that happened last time. And I said Katie Taylor was going to win, and sure enough, she won. Why? Because she knows you. I've said that, I've said this. I said Amanda Serrano has slowed down in her speed. Amanda Serrano has now gone into this Terminator mode where she has her hands down while she's marching forward. And that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it with somebody who has pretty sound defense. That's not going to cut it with somebody who knows how to get out of dodge and knows how to cut off in angles, like Katie Taylor does. Not to mention somebody who has the experience of Katie Taylor. And not to mention Katie Taylor because she knows you. She spent X amount of rounds with you. She knows you. And you did nothing different. I don't want to hear the crying and complaining about headbutts and all this stuff. Listen, if you stop marching forward like a soldier on the front line, yeah, listen, it's a fight. It's a fight. That's all I can say about that. It's a fight. Yeah, listen, headbutts come, elbows come. Sometimes you get hit in the back of the head. It's a fight, you know. I don't think it was anything intentional. I think Amanda Serrano's dad had a sound argument. I'm not going to say it's a strong argument, but I think it's a sound argument. How he's saying every time, you know, people fight Katie Taylor, their face, they all complain about headbutts and their face looks a little swollen. Okay, well, if you know that going in, do something about it. Why didn't Amanda Serrano cut off the ring instead of just chasing Katie Taylor all night? Because she didn't cut off the ring. She literally just followed her. And that was the reason why Katie Taylor could get out of dodge every time. And I said that. I said Katie Taylor has combinations. I said that Katie Taylor could just go to any angle and get out. And that's certainly what happened. You know, now, yeah, okay. Amanda had some good moments. She had some really good shots. But, you know, when we're talking about the combinations, it was Katie Taylor. We're talking about, you know, sure, if you want to say Amanda pressed the action. I'm not a big fan of, you know, who pressed the action type deal because not everybody is that type of fighter. Some people can fight well off the back foot. And some people just have footwork. I'm sorry that Katie Taylor has footwork and Amanda Serrano doesn't. What do you want me to do about it? Maybe if she wore some boxing shoes, I don't know. Maybe she'd have better footwork. I don't know, but overall, I'm not mad at the decision. I just wanted a more decisive decision. And I was hoping to get closure with this fight. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody has closure from this fight. I think, if anything, there's more of a question mark surrounding these two. And I feel like I wouldn't be mad if they did it a third time. However, Katie Taylor has beaten Amanda Serrano twice. So what does that mean if there's a third time? I suppose they would have to, like, what does that mean? Would they do it again? Because I still have 2 wins over you. You know, but they are unanimous wins. And Amanda Serrano knew what she was going to have to do. She knew she was going to have to get Katie Taylor out of there, and she didn't do it. Katie Taylor, she won the last fight, so fine. Just stick with the game plan that you had last time and do it all over again and make it just a little bit more clean. And luckily and I am saying luckily for Katie Taylor, she got clipped early. I think it was round 2 where she got popped real well and it messed her up. And it's just like, yeah, now hopefully you'll remember that she can do that later on in the fight as well. Amanda Serrano has a lot of late round stoppages. So you need to be aware. You need to be aware at all times. Don't get sloppy and stay focused the entire fight. I said Katie Taylor was going to win. I just felt she was going to win. This new Amanda Serrano, I mean, I get it. You know, you're at the end of your career and you don't have the legs you once had. You don't have the hand speed you once had, you know, but your IQ is higher than it's ever been. Obviously, you've gotten a lot wiser in the ring. But I just feel like it's been the same Amanda Serrano for the last few fights. And it's like, now you know this is the person that you lost to. You know you have the opportunity to make right everything you felt was wrong about the last fight. And I don't feel like she made any adjustments in her camp in terms of game plan or strategy or implementing anything. I'm assuming they worked on it in camp. I didn't see anything new. I didn't see anything unlike Amanda Serrano. I saw the same Amanda Serrano. I get it. You know, you put everything on the line, and I get it. This is what you wanted, but you didn't present anything new. You see, here's the thing about Katie Taylor. She doesn't have to present anything new because she won. She won. So she doesn't have to present anything new. You have to present something new because you lost. You have to look at that last fight and say, what did I do wrong? And how do I not end up making the same mistake? How do I do something different? How do I knock her off her game? And you didn't do that. And because you didn't do that, you know, you left with the same result because you showed up the same person and you literally left with the same result by showing up as the same person that you were prior in the last fight. So there's no sympathy over here. You know, Taylor said she'd be willing to do it again, but I think that was more because of the accusations that the headbutt was intentional. I don't think it's because she wants to fight Amanda Serrano again, because I mean, at this point, you know, I don't think you can milk it anymore. Not to mention, you're talking about two individuals who aren't even going to try to sell the fight. Their accolades are going to sell the fight, but they personally are not going to sell the fight. They're not going to talk trash. They're not going to. There won't be any antics. And at this stage, do I want to see these two fight again? I don't know. Probably not, to be honest with you. I feel like there's other people out there that they could be matched up with. And I feel like the book is closed. Now, if Katie Taylor just feels, you shame me, you accuse me, and I want to get that back, well, that's different. If she's willing to vocalize that in a press conference, because I don't necessarily need to see these two fight again. You know, to be honest with you, I don't really need to see these two fight again. I was satisfied with the first one. It was maybe 5-10 more punches, Amanda Serrano wins. And I'm looking at this fight, maybe 5-10 more punches, Amanda Serrano wins. You know, but that's just their chemistry in the ring. Who knows? You get like somebody like an Alicia Baumgartner, and maybe it'll be a different thing because you have somebody who moves. You have somebody who has like finesse to their game. Neither one of them has finesse to their game. So I think if they fight 10 times out of 10, I don't see Amanda knocking Katie out. I really don't. Between these two fights, she's hit her with some legit bombs, and Katie Taylor is still here, and she's still holding those belts up high. So I don't feel like, you know, Amanda Serrano has her number. I think Katie Taylor has Amanda's number. And as long as she's fighting, she'll probably always have Amanda Serrano's number. Now, again, do I want to see a rematch? You know, a third go-around? Not really. I think there's other people out there. And, or listen, how about Amanda go knock out somebody else, somebody credible, somebody, you know, big name or something like that. And it's like, okay, sure, let's run it back. But we don't need to see it like right away. I'm sorry, I don't need to see it right away. I don't feel like I feel like these two are so evenly matched. I don't feel like it's ever going to be like some wide margin or anything like that. And I think part of the pushback on the decision for the second time is that there is no wide margin. It's not like, oh, Katie Taylor definitely won that fight. From rounds 5 through 9, Katie was just beating the living daylights out. You're not going to get that with these two. And I don't think if they fight 10 times out of 10, I don't feel like we're ever going to get that out of those two. I just think it's a battle of inches. I think Katie Taylor understands how to box. I mean, of course, Amanda Serrano understands how to box. But I think Katie Taylor has more of an amateur style where it's all about points. And Amanda doesn't have that mindset. She doesn't have to because she can punch. But this was a point fight. And I just feel like, you know, Amanda didn't convince me. she did not convince me. She didn't cut off the ring. She did the same thing she does with everybody else. She has her hands down. She didn't convince me. So that's that. Now, if they want to, like I said, if Amanda wants to have another fight with somebody else, somebody credible, maybe somebody undefeated or something like that, sure, do it. Then come on back. But I don't need to see it right away.